Hello class, my name is Cassia Salas and today I'm going to talk to you about traveling outside of the United States for a business trip. I researched some of the top places to travel for a business trip, and the fifth top place to travel for business is Brazil, the city Rio de Janeiro. This is where the Summer Olympics was held in 2016. After seeing all the variety of culture there, I would love to travel to Rio to explore, experience the many cultures and just things that I saw on TV, and also learn about the business side and how things work there, dealing with business and handling it with the United States. Rio has one of the largest economies in Latin America. The steady economic growth of the city is one of the many reasons for wanting to work in Rio. Traveling to Brazil is not the cheapest, but if that's where business takes you, that's where business takes you. For a round trip ticket, the starting price is about $1,000 and can go up to $1,500 depending on where you like to sit on the plane and stuff like that. Most of the hotels there are pretty average depending on how fancy you want your stay to be, or if you just see it as a place to sleep, then it really doesn't matter. But the ranges of price are from $50 a night to $600 a night. There are a lot of deals that they do have on hotels and flights, and if you are a user of Groupon, then you can always find a deal wherever you're trying to travel. To travel in Brazil, no matter your age, whether you're an infant, an adult, whatever, you have to have 2 sets of paperwork. You need to have a passport, which lasts up to 10 years, and a tourist visa, which lasts up to 5. To obtain the visa, you must submit the following to the Brazilian embassy or your nearest consulate. A passport that will be valid for 6 months past the date that you will be entering into Brazil. The passport must have at least 2 blank pages designated for visas, and it must be signed by the holder. A passport type photo, a size 2x2 front view of your full face. A photocopy of your round trip ticket, flight itinerary, or a signed letter from a travel agency with confirmed round trip bookings, which we provide you, or proof of your ability to pay for your stay in Brazil. And then an application form with fields 1 through 27 filled out and signed. The form to present to the consulate must have an original signature. It cannot be a faxed form. When you go to Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, the time difference is 3 hours ahead of Waco, Texas. So right now it's 2:18, so there it would be 5:18. When getting into Brazil, it would be best advised for you not to rent a car. You want your trip to be as hassle-free as possible. Your best option would be to catch a taxi cab from the airport to your hotel that you'll be staying at. If you don't want to take a taxi, there's also city buses, executive buses, the subway, or otherwise known as the metro there, or mini buses known as vans, a ferry service. The currency exchange is $1 equals 3.24 Brazilian reals, which is what they consider their money there. The best way to exchange US dollars for Brazilian reals is to, when you get into Brazil, look up Cambio offices near your hotel and where you'll be staying, and take a look at their exchange rate, because some places that are on the same road, there's a 10-cent difference. So just kind of depending on where you're staying will kind of depend on where you can exchange your money. Since it varies so much, there's not a specific place that is best to exchange money. Typically traveling anywhere out of the United States, there's going to be a language barrier. We have language barriers here in the United States. But with Brazil being the fifth top rated business travel destination, you would think they would be a little bit more understanding of the language differences. But they are among the worst with coping with language barriers in business. But they are trying to put an end to this issue in schools. In Brazil now, they are teaching the kids English so that this issue can slowly decrease as time goes on. With this being such an issue, some with entrepreneurial initiative see this as an advantage because a lot will not dare to tread there, making the competition for business very low. And this is one of the reasons why I chose Brazil as my choice to travel, because I'm always down for a challenge. I would love to travel there and do business there. In the city of Rio de Janeiro, they host some of South America's largest corporations, and they are Brazil's hub for media, communications, and higher education. I hope one day to be able to travel to Rio or Brazil. I hope you all enjoyed this and learned something. I know I did. Thank you.